Good evening, everybody out there, and happy Saturday. Hope it's going fucking wonderful. From Cold Conscience, and this is Wild Repent, and I already said my name, and I'll be your host for today, Cold Conscience again.
So chemical.
And this is Wild Repent, where we talk about random bullshit, and we have a pretty good fucking time doing it. I want to start off the show by saying this, right? If you're a female, don't if we okay, listen. If we're texting back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever had like a female who like you're texting back and forth, you're thinking that it's going somewhere, you're texting back and forth, and then she drops the oh yeah, me and my boyfriend, like I've been texting you this long time, wasting my time trying to spit the finest game, and you got a boyfriend? Don't. That's something that we just found out already. You know you look good. That should be first day one conversation. Yes, I have a boyfriend. Yes, I understand why girls don't do it because then the guy will jump to the conclusion like, oh, I wasn't trying to talk to you anyway. I 100% agree. But if we're texting every day, don't drop I have a boyfriend on me fucking late like that. I just had it happen to me not that twice last year and this year that somebody has dropped the yeah, well, we're communicating every day. I'm texting you first in the morning. How you doing? This, that, and the third. Blah, blah, blah. Just to be like, yeah, me and my BF. And I'm thinking like, oh, best friend? No, boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? And I asked the question. I'm like, wait, best friend or boyfriend? It's like, boyfriend. LOL. And I was like, whatever the day may bring. Just all I can say. That's all I can say to that. I just can't stand that. If we're gonna go through all that, just you gotta tell me that like in the first few 2 days we're texting, or don't text me first and stuff like that, making me think that hey, I have a chance of getting that gushy gushy if you ain't gonna give it to me. Be honest.
That's fine. I mean, I don't really have anything to say on the topic. That actually hasn't happened to me in a very long time. Um, I want to say also at the same time, I'm around a different uh, caliber of female than you are. You're 9 years younger than me, so I'm not saying around the more mature females, but I'm definitely around. I definitely keep myself around females who they know the game as well. So like pretty much when we talk in conversation, they're not ashamed to say they have a boyfriend.
Right.
As I think we had this conversation over the phone earlier. Actually, well, part of it was, but pretty much like I noticed how if a person, not just a female, but if a person is being true to themselves, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh yeah, I went to that place, blah blah blah, with my boyfriend." They're not gonna be ashamed to say they have one because when you're not ashamed to show who you are, more people will stick around. Now, there are some guys that are gonna still trying to have sex with you, but there are some genuine guys that are just like, you know what, she cool people. I'm not gonna
Right.
sit here and text her every morning, but you know what I'm saying. Like we can see how each other's doing. You dig what I'm saying? But I mean, when you go out your way to hide things, and come on, what dude's texting you that early in the morning if he's not trying to like get in your pants or get with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like anybody, any female that can sit here and tell me to my face that they really believe, oh, I thought he genuinely cared. You're lying. When people ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm doing great. I forget to ask them because you know why? I don't care. So it's one of those things where it's just like, come on, like no one, anybody that's texting you that early in the morning every day, there's a reason behind it. It's not because they just want to be your gay friend. Just saying.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, girls definitely know. I feel like girls know if they want to fuck you from the time they meet you. So but absolutely, I mean, then again, you have some girls out here who are that fucking naive, who are just that stupid, who's that dumb. It's this one girl who I keep her nameless. One because I keep her nameless because I don't know her name. But she, we went out, got drunk, and she did a few favors if you catch my drift. And she is just so stupid because I'm like, well, she did the favors one night. I'm pretty sure she probably do it another night. So I ain't gonna lie, I broke the. She was like, I'm getting off at this time, which I had her charger and stuff, and she left it in the car. Like, I'm getting off of work at this time. I'm like, cool, I'll pick you up, thinking I'm gonna get these favors again. So like on the ride, she was like, no, this and that and the third, this and that and the third. More of the story is I made her walk, right? So like we got to so far, I kicked out. She walked. It's pretty cold that night too. Hope you froze. Anyway, my cousins know her because that's how I met her. That's how I got to not really know her, but to know that she like existed. So that's the only way. So I guess she told my cousins, and my cousins lied to her and said, "Yeah, we beat Mike up for it," and she believed it. She believed it. Like you just can't fix stupid. You can't fix stupid.
You know what? Yes. I'm a big firm believer in there is no such thing as a stupid question. I really do believe that. But there are stupid people though. Prime example. If you don't legitimately know what 1 + 1 is, then ask. I mean, here's the thing. There's so many mental diseases out there that have never been like diagnosed and everything. Like we have a cousin who has a certain disease and like he don't know a lot of stuff except for the stuff he's interested in. So when he goes out of his way and asks you a question, you might think it's a dumb question, but he's trying to get knowledge. So I don't think it's a dumb question or a stupid question. But yes, there are stupid people that just don't get it.
Yeah, they just don't understand. And God bless them. God bless them.
I mean, somebody eventually got to put them on the game. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that don't put them on the game and take advantage of them, and these people, because sometimes, if we're being fair, people genuinely are just dumb and they don't know. So it's one of those things that people that take advantage of that, more power to them. Hopefully, one day they'll find somebody that'll put them on the game. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, but I just that whole thing, and you be thinking too. I'm not saying Reese thinking, but like, you know what? I like Reese's going, and then she just dropped that shit on. Yeah, somebody. Well, my boy, like, here's my thing. I'm not sure how we got on a vagina conversation, but we got on it. I think she said I had a vagina or something crazy like that. Kind of in that sort of like, I guess you call that flirting. I'm not really sure. But anyway, something like in that realm. And I was like, no, I got, I did the, I ain't gonna really explain, but I did the whole, thing. And then she dropped, yeah. Well, my boyfriend knows, like, what you got me in this conversation for? If you got it, you know what? I was like, all right, good night. Why are we gonna get the conversation about that if you know you're just gonna drop that? Like, I'm thinking that it's like some type of sexy, whatever, flirtatious thing, and you just drop that knowledge on me. Fuck you.
I got a funny story for you. I didn't do this. I think I probably told you this over the phone, and I don't know if I told you before, but it's a funny story. So dig this, right? So I have a friend named Brandon or whatever. He lives up in Maryland. Now Brandon, he was formerly in the military. I'm not trying to put his business out there, but he got dishonorably discharged. And the reason why is because when he got to the military, he was stationed in San Diego. And San Diego and Mexico are like close to each other. So like they go party and everything, got on a bunch of drugs and everything like that. So like you can still see the effect of the drugs to this day. Even though he don't do drugs anymore, you can still see like he took so much in a short time span that it just kind of messed with his brain.
Right.
So, no lie, we used to go to this place. I forgot the name of it. It's called Loafer Towson. Not in Towson. It's somewhere in Maryland. I haven't been there in like 2 years.
I heard about it. I heard it be jumping from time to time.
They actually show the wrestling pay-per-views and like I mean jumping. I mean, if you want to go there, the food's decent. The service is pretty good. But like that place is jumping for football, for pro wrestling. They don't show UFC because people, believe it or not, dummies would seriously get into fights over UFC. But see, pro wrestling. I mean, yeah, I believe it too. But I mean, it's just dummies. But I mean, like the pro wrestling thing, we jumping, the football, we jumping, whatever, boom, boom, boom.
Those are probably the guys with the big muscular dudes who wear the fucking tap-off shirts, and just when they wear the tap-off shirts, they believe they fucking turn into Nick Diaz or Anderson Silva.
That's exactly who it is. It's the big jacked up, steroided up dudes, and they stopped showing UFC, which didn't mean anything to me because I'm not a UFC fan. But anyways, we met this girl. We met these two girls, and one was attractive and one was like, nah, she wasn't attractive. And so the attractive one, you could tell they were kind of like eyeing us to see which one was gonna try to get which one. And Brandon at the time, he hadn't had any in a minute. It had been like a year or two. And he was like, hey, man, can you take the hit for me? I kind of want the attractive one. I said, well, I don't want either one because I didn't really care. I said, I'll take the hit. I'll get the the not attractive one off your list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we ended up approaching them because they were staring at us the whole time. They were by themselves. And it's one thing. It's like a girl walking into a comic book store. If she don't have like a comic book shirt on or anything, she's usually walking in there and she doesn't know anything about it. She's walking in there like a family member. Same thing with a wrestling event. If a woman does not have a wrestling shirt on and she just has like a high heels and she like looks like she came from the prom, she don't know what she's doing there.
Yeah.
These two broads came there to genuinely eat, and then they said, "Oh, some decent looking guys coming here for wrestling." So long story short, I'll fast forward. I ended up taking her off her hands. No, for anybody that's gonna ask me this later on, I did not touch her. No kiss, no nothing. I just took her off his hands. Yes, I did sell her a false hope card. Yes, so I definitely was counterfeit. So, anyways, he started messing with the girl, and what started out as just him having sex, he ends up like dating her for like 2 months. So one day he calls me up and he's mad. He's like, "Man, they trying to play me, man. They trying to play me, Brian." I'm like, "What you talking about?" These chicks had the girlfriend and the mom needed a ride to the bus station.
Right.
So he said, "All right, I'll take you to the bus station." So next thing they get in the car, and on the way to the bus station, the mom says, "Hey, Brandon, would you mind taking?" Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
On the way to the bus station, the mom says, "Hey, Brandon, would you mind just taking us to, a few stores?" He said, "A few? I gotta be at work at 7. It's 4. I can take you to 2 stores, and you guys can't be long." They said, "Fair enough." They go into Target. They take 2 hours in Walmart. Now it's 6 o'clock. He says, "All right, y'all took too much time in Target. I gotta take y'all. I got whatever." Right. So as he's driving them home, like they're letting them have it. They're just like being rude. They're being hood. They're saying everything to him. They're pretty much saying everything to him, and including like his mom was ugly. They're saying everything to him. Right? So he says, "All right, I'll take y'all to Walmart." I'll take y'all to Walmart. So he drops him off at the Walmart, and as they're getting out the car, they're still talking trash. Like, "You better have taken us, and you're going to wait out here for us. Don't come in. You wait for us out here." Brandon said, "All right, cool." And he just took off. And he left him there, right? So they're calling him up. They're calling him off the hook. He cuts his phone off because he goes to work. So guess what they start calling next? They start calling me. "You won't believe it. Brandon just left us. We need a ride." So before
I'm pretty sure you just laughed when you laughed.
I was laughing, and I thought Brandon hadn't told me anything yet. So I'm thinking they're cool. So so I call his job. I'm like, "Hey, guys, let me talk to Brandon. Because I want to know the story before I go pick it up. Because I would have got them. I need to know the story first."
Oh, yeah.
So he gets the phone. He's like, "Nah, Ryan, screw that." He obviously used more colorful language. He's like, "They tried to play me, man. I ain't having that. They can stay at the Walmart. You won't believe it. These chicks were so lazy. Instead of paying for a cab, taking 20 minutes home, they were still calling my phone till midnight. They were at the Walmart till midnight waiting for me to come pick them."
Well, that wasn't even a 24-hour Walmart, was it?
No, it wasn't. Walmart was closing, and they left me some nasty text messages, and I hadn't responded in like 4 hours, and I finally responded and said, "Look here, y'all can text me all y'all want. I'm not picking you up. I know the story. I'm not getting in the middle of it. We're gonna come get you. We're gonna get you." They didn't do anything, but they were at that Walmart, and then from what I was told by Brandon later on, apparently they were there till like 1 o'clock before he finally broke down and just bought a cab because you can't solicit when no one's up in the store. So they had to break down and get a cab. I was like, man, leaving people on the street, that's just funny.
Oh yeah, it definitely is funny. It's just something about you ain't doing this. It's fucked up, but it's hilarious to me.
I mean, really messed up, but like every situation, I've never actually had to do it before. I think I've been lucky, knock on wood, that anytime somebody's ever taken, don't get me wrong, anytime you're giving somebody a ride, everybody's been taken advantage of. Whether somebody says, "Hey, can you pick me up from work?" and they take too long to get out of work, we've all been taken advantage of a little bit. But I've never had a situation where like somebody just tried to straight beast mode me out of it, out of a ride and give me no gas or anything. But I've heard several stories about people just leaving girlfriends, just in the middle of the street. Or like you live in Maryland, so you know what 295 is. I've heard people use 295.
Damn, that's pretty fucking bad. Leave somebody there. That's real hate. Cause there ain't shit out there. It's not many cops. It's not many cops on the side of the roads on 295.
No, and that's the thing. When my boy told me he left his girl on 295, I said, "So I guess y'all broke up." He said, "Nah, we together, but she learned a lesson." He's like, "I was okay."
Yeah, that's what I call love right there. If people don't know what 295 is, you gotta look it up. It's like one of the most airiest roads to drive down, especially like night or something like that. There's nothing really out there, but exits lead to more bullshit. Lead to another highway.
And a lot of deer. A lot of deer.
And probably a few rapists, but it hasn't been really calculated. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it just hasn't been, noted because you probably can't find nobody in that motherfucker anyway. Yeah, but the only reason I left this girl is because people think, girls are thinking like, oh, she didn't do what you want, so you left her. That's one of the reasons. Not only did she not do what I wanted, because she did it the night before, and this is her first time meeting me. I didn't even say 2 words to the bitch. The next thing you know, my goddamn jeans was unbuttoned. But and I was drinking, obviously, and I had on, everybody who knows what H&M jeans are, that's what I had on, and they don't have zippers, they have buttons, and I didn't know they buttoned all the way down until I looked down. It was buttoned all the way down. I haven't carried a button the bottom button anymore because it's unbuttoned. And not only is it supposed to be unbuttoned, but that's not the reason I left her. The reason I left her, and not only did she not do what I wanted to do, what she did the night before, but she put on her headphones and tuned me out in my car. That's instant get the hell out or ass kicking if you're a guy, to do something like that, especially when I'm talking to you. I was like, you got some type of nerve, so I left her. It was like at a red light. I was like, you know what? Where I'm about to go is that way, and you about to go down here, so you might as well just walk for real. Mind you, she was not that happy. She was not that happy. Not as happy as I thought she would be. She's not that happy. So, fuck her. I never gonna see her again in life, I don't think.
You'll see her now that you said that.
Yeah, hey, you know what? She'll probably be unbuttoning my jeans again. Hey, what else what's up, though? Being honest, man.
I know. Like I said, I've never had to do that to anybody. I will say, there is a sense of entitlement though, from females and from males. I don't know too many males that just go down and start, doing oral on a female. But I mean, I do know once a female does anything like that, there is a sense of entitlement. Like, I did this for you, and you didn't even have to ask me, which is always a bad thing to say, because once you have to ask me, that means you did it willingly, and that means you just kind of fell for the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't had to kick anybody out of my car, but at the same time, I'm glad I haven't had to do that either, because I'm nasty. I'm the type of person that would leave somebody on 495 and tell them to get the walk in. So I mean, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know what my last girlfriend told me. She said, "You're the greatest guy, but no one should ever be on your bad side. Because once they get on your bad side, you have nothing positive to say or do with them or to them." And she's absolutely right. I think once I get angry with you, I think it's kind of over.
Yeah, absolutely. I can just say I've seen it happen for those who, to their degree, has seen it. But
I guess people have seen it, haven't they?
Yeah. A lot of people have seen it. Maybe like a good 3 people. Are you not in the boxing, are you?
Yeah, I'm into boxing.
Oh, well, what do you think about this Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather?
No,
Because apparently the
no
deal.
interest.
Well,
No, no. You know why? I'm gonna cut you off. And you know why I have no interest? Because right now they're playing the fans. Like Mayweather signed this big money deal with Showtime that he got because of the fans. Showtime said it. Mayweather said it. They set him up with like that 6 or 7 fight deal that's worth over like almost close to $1 billion. They did that for him. One, with the hopes that he would do a Manny Pacquiao fight, and two, because the fans are like, well, we don't really want to pay this amount of money, so we already have this kind of thing. It'll be cheaper. He got that deal because of the fans, and the fact that he's ducking him, and I find it funny. When you ducking somebody and somebody call you out on it and you get mad at them, you ducking them. That's why you get mad, because you got to defend yourself. At the end of the day, this man is calling you out. Me personally, for Floyd Mayweather, if he loses to Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, it won't do nothing to his legacy. He's still one of the best defensive fighters of all time. But at the end of the day, he running scared from this man. But at the same time, Pacquiao a chump too, because Pacquiao, he broke and he need money. So he trying to sit here and go a big money fight out of somebody. I have no interest. That fight should have happened like 10 years ago. They said he's sitting there fighting De La Hoya and old people. And Pacquiao got laid out like 2 years ago and laid out on his face.
Yeah, I've never. Oh my god, boy! I was in school when I seen that shit. I was like, "Oh, you see me with the Pacquiao?" I'm like, "No." And when I'm talking about sleep, you want to talk about Biddy Bye. You want to talk about sleep, slump. I've never seen somebody get knocked out that was a brutal knock. That was like he fell face first, as if like he like all of a sudden realized he didn't have any sleep that day. Just went to sleep. Like it's hilarious. And the pictures. Oh, hold on. I got to show you the pictures. Go ahead, though.
And the funny thing is, though, here's the funny thing. I watched all their fights prior to that fight. Those fights were that close. Each fight that he had with Manuel Marquez was just that close. Like if a judge would have went left or right, Marquez would have won a couple of those fights. So this man's already come close to beating you, and all of a sudden you're going to give him another shot? Eventually, yeah, he's going to beat you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was just it was hilarious. I was like, damn, it's crazy to see Manny Pacquiao getting knocked out like that. Him being one of the best fighters and shit. Hold on, I'm trying to find some of these pictures because they were.
You want something funny? I keep cutting you off, my fault. But here's a funny thing. I made the mistake of watching First Take the next day, and I hate First Take because I really don't like those two guys on it. And Skip Bayless, you know what he said? Because he's so religious, we couldn't knock him out. That's why he took the punch. What? What are you talking about? What? I made the mistake of watching it, and that was my fault. But once I heard that comment, I turned it.
Those two, as far as ignorance, it's hilarious. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are these are some of the goddamn pictures. Like this shit just look at what it this one had me right here. They look at this, they got him on the beach. You're a wrestling fan, so you can understand. You obviously
pedigree.
Oh my goodness! I'm not sure. I feel like, man, that it has to be like the same person coming up with these jokes, because these people be quick. These people be quick.
Oh goodness.
Yes, man. I was just like you could be on here for hours, and this is just, oh my goodness. I don't know. I've never seen this one before.
Liar.
I never seen this one until now. I tell you, the internet sometimes is great. Sometimes it's great. Unfortunately, oh my lord. Okay. That's the last one. All right. God damn. I keep forgetting I'm the host, so I have to have some type of, Jesus. But yeah, man. I'm not sure. The Lion King one killed me. When I seen that one, all I could do was just laugh all day, the entire day. But who's this? Oh, what do you know? It's the girl who said she had a boyfriend texting me right now. What do you know? She must be watching the show.
She said she's watching the show.
No, I would hope not.
I wanted to say.
No. I was saying I wonder if she's seen the goddamn show. She probably didn't know that I obviously have a show, but still though. I I don't. What the hell's wrong with my camera, bro? We'll come back on. Come on now. Yeah, but I mean, me personally, to get back to the fight, you're right. That fight should have happened, but I'm definitely gonna go and watch it just because I'm not saying I'm a Floyd hater. I'm not because the man can fight his ass off. He makes professional fighters look like amateurs easily. But it's one of the things that I told my friends this who are big Floyd Mayweather friends. I'm like, if Floyd doesn't fight Manny Pacquiao, if Floyd doesn't fight Manny Pacquiao, I can't really put him in. I can put him in the category as like one of the greatest fighters, but it still be one of them things where it's like he will always have that looming over his head because, and let's be honest, those two are the only relevant boxers in boxing right now. Boxing is kicking UFC ass, and WWE is kicking, UFC is kicking boxing ass, and WWE is kicking UFC's ass. So, boxing is pretty much a dying breed of a sport right now. You got UFC. This fight, I'm not saying that's not gonna save boxing, but it would give a lot. It would get a lot more buzz to boxing for right now. Just with that one fight, and I believe if Pacquiao wins, there's probably going to be a rematch. So that's probably why Pacquiao fighting because not only you say he needs the money, but he's going to fight to win, so he get a fucking rematch because he needs the money. that's why that motherfucker is broke.
Here's the problem, though. Here's the big problem. If Floyd Mayweather wins, he has no reason to fight Pacquiao again, no matter how good that fight is. Let's say if Pacquiao and Mayweather go 12 rounds, and it's one of the best fights ever, and by a 1-point margin, Mayweather wins, and people are clamoring, and they're offering this man $1 billion for a fight. Mayweather won't do it.
Yeah,
he has
and he shouldn't. I mean, but I was gonna say I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. I mean, the only way it's gonna be a rematch if Pacquiao wins. I don't see Pacquiao knocking out Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, that match is probably gonna go to decision. And you got boxers nowadays that don't want to hurt boxers because promotions and whatnot and money. It's become really not really a sport. It's just more about the money now. It seems like everybody's just fighting just to be for the money. I guess at this point, now it's not for the sport anymore.
I mean, I don't think there's anything else to fight for, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much not in boxing. Either you're Floyd Mayweather or you're Manny Pacquiao, and those brings in the most buy. The damn sure ain't Adrian Broner. Shit, that motherfucker there. He's a special case right there. That motherfucker. When your best friend is Soldier Boy, it's probably something fucking wrong with you. Like, your best friend couldn't have been like Wayne, Lil Wayne, Drake maybe. I would take that. When your best friend is Soldier Boy, obviously it shows where the fuck you are at mentally. Jesus Christ. This motherfucker. These two fucktards. Soldier Boy is just, I'm not sure what he's doing in life right now. He had that crank, that Soldier Boy, and he just don't know what to do with Soldier Boy. I don't know. All you gotta do is have a decent dance and a good hook, and people buy your shit.
Yeah. Speaking of music, and since you just said Wayne's name, I find it interesting, this whole Cash Money thing. I say that because I was talking to somebody. Matter of fact, my boy Mike, he a part of something called Hate Gang. They got a podcast coming out. Don't let the name fool you. They call it Hate Gang because they feel, which is correct, and I think so. People have lost the definition of the word hate or hater.
Right.
So they created this thing called Hate Gang, like I think a couple years ago or whatever. I don't know the whole history on it, so I won't say it. But pretty much like they just get at people who say that they're pretty much hating or whatever. But like I was talking to my man Mike, and we find it interesting because even if this thing is a publicity stunt, which I don't think it is, it just makes Birdman look ridiculously greedy, especially with somebody who was loyal to him. And Birdman should be tired of going out to court giving people money. He should just give people. This man's worth $400 million. What's $8 million to you?
Right. Good point. Yeah,
I just don't get it.
I don't even, man. I've never had, seen that before. Like, yeah, because when I first was explaining, be like, yeah, he buys them pretty much allowances. He buys them Bugattis and stuff. I'm like, I don't want a Bugatti. I'm too tall anyway. I don't fit in the motherfucker. I don't want that. Give me my goddamn money, and let me decide what I want. I still gotta pay my bills and put my children to school. You want to do that? Even still, I want my money. Like, I want to be able to pay for my own stuff. That way you can never say that, hey, I bought that for you. I did this for you. Yeah, you got me on. You signed me. I agree. But, give me my goddamn money. That's all I want. Give me my check. I don't want you buying me nothing. I don't need you to buy me nothing.
And see, TMZ reporting that apparently in Wayne's contract, he was getting $8 million advance to record the Carter 5. And then once he was done recording Carter 5, he was going to get another $2 million just finish recording the album. So here's my thing. This man is getting $10 million for just recording the album. It has nothing to do with putting it out there. So my thing is that if it's in his contract that he didn't have to put it out there, he said to record it. Well, as much music as Wayne records on I'm sure a daily basis, that album was probably done a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so Birdman probably, but see, he goes back to that. And me being from Louisiana, I could say a lot of people thought Master P was a lot of people had a misconception that Master P weren't paying people. You ask anybody from the old No Limit if he was paying them, he was paying them. It was the fact that he had control over the music. So, you would do a hot song, you're like, man, this is going to be banging. And then he'll put Silk the Shocker on it. You're like, no, why is he on there? That was the problem. No one ever talked about money. They said P, not out of fear or anything, but P was always trying to keep his people happy. So he always would when he would go out and do things and be gone for months, he would have one of his minions with a checkbook, and then he would say, "Hey man, they reported, write him a check, write him a check." You know what I'm saying? He said, just keep everything, keep all the dates and write things down when you pay them, and don't pay anybody in cash, because so that way they can't come back and say they didn't get paid. Keep a paper trail. So that's different. It's one thing if you're controlling the music, and another thing you're not getting paid. Now, let's be honest. All this music we hearing out here, this rap music, a lot of it's garbage. But you know what? These labels is paying these artists, say, hey, look, you record this album the way we want you to record it, we'll give you $4 million. Well, yeah, that's the most money people have ever seen in their life. So they record the album the way the label wants it, and they get $4 million.
Yeah.
But this man is greedy. You were $400 million. This man, on the flip side, you see somebody as successful as Jay-Z. This man was president of Def Jam. He wanted out of his contract. They said $5 million. He said $5 million. Let me get my checkbook out. $5 million.
$5 million. Motherfucker losing. He probably loses $5 million. B. You saw me put that $5 million check in. Fuck it, I just write another one. God, I swear to God, man. I swear to God, enough of this Jay-Z, because that's the dude. Shouts out to him. But I would not. I just don't. Doing music, man, I never could see myself really wanting to be that rich. I mean, if it happens, absolutely it happens. But I never really want to say. I feel like after a while you get bored. I mean, not bored. I mean, because Jay-Z, he keeps his hands in different things. That's probably why he doesn't stay bored. But I don't know, man. I feel like I would get bored. I just get bored. Me personally.
You know the best example of what you're talking about is Charlie Sheen. You make so much money. Yeah, you do get. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z does get bored. That's why now they're saying he's gonna spend $69 million a year on some type of streaming thing. It's one of those things where you do get bored because what else can you do? Here's the thing. Jay-Z has broken down so many barriers. Ice Cube has broken down so many barriers. You got to find things to break down. I remember they never even used to show the hip hop part on the Grammys. It wasn't until Jay-Z said they gave Jay-Z the best rap album for like one of the Hard Knock Life albums. Jay said, "I'm not taking that crap. You want me to show our award on TV?" And so he protested. Next thing you know, now you see the hip hop. Now you see people on hip hop. Ignorant people think Eminem broke down all these barriers. Nah, man. Beastie Boys were around before Eminem.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people forget about Beastie Boys.
That's what I'm saying. Rick Rubin broke down barriers before Eminem, but the reason they started showing the Grammys on television was before Eminem. It was because Jay-Z protested. And they said, hold on a second, we can't have an artist, because he went in the newspaper, and he said, I'm not taking that award because obviously I'm not worthy of the award if you guys came and show me on TV.
Yeah. And shouts out to him for that. God damn, because that's the man. But just the fucking Young Money thing. Who knows? You know, that kind of makes you. That kind of pushes perspective though. What I meant to say, we're fucking starving artists. That puts in perspective when they pay that motherfucker to come to the studio. What the shit? God damn! I wish they paid me. If you gave me $5 to come to the studio, that's a win for me. I can go get myself $1 million for that.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I'm not a Wayne fan. I don't listen to any of his music, but he deserves it. He's done so much for that label. If Lil Wayne would have left the label when everybody else left the label, there would be no Cash Money around.
Yeah.
Period. So he deserves it. So you need to honor that man, because that man was loyal. Was it blind loyalty? Absolutely. Was he an idiot? Absolutely. Does he sound like Juvenile?
Oh, he dropped off. He'll be back. But as we were saying, it's just one of the things where actually I'm not sure what the fuck I was saying. Okay, I'm not sure what I was saying. I was expecting him to drop off because I was listening. I'm actually watching Cops right now, so but damn, what the damn? Gee, I wish everybody could see this. It's hilarious.
My bad. I had to get a phone call. But anyways, does he sound like Juvenile and Turk and them from 10 years ago? Yeah, but he made a decision. He kept that label afloat, man. So Birdman need to pay what he owe.
Absolutely, and I'm not gonna say I'm not a Wayne fan. I'm not really a Wayne fan. I mean, absolutely. And my friends asked me how come you don't like him? No, I like him. He has bars. I give him that. And some of the shit he says is very crazy. It's like, whoa, it's crazy. But it's just one of the things where it's like, I can't stand really Wayne fans. Here's why I can't stand Wayne fans. Because at the end of the day, if even your favorite rapper, it's got to be a time where you come to grips listen, this motherfucker's not really trying anymore. That verse is whack. I admit it. I'm an Eminem fan, and I admit that his album that just came out was pretty goddamn bad. It was terrible. I didn't buy it. I probably won't buy another Eminem album again. I admit it. Only one song I like over there. That's a song that everybody hates. That's him and Kendrick Lamar, The Love Game. Love song, I think whatever it's called. That's the only song I like is a little different. But think about Wayne's that Wayne can have a terrible verse on a song and everybody believed that fucking Jesus himself came down and said it. Like, oh, you're that boy. I'm like, no, I get it. It wasn't that great. Wasn't that great? Like, he had a song with J. Cole, his last mixtape. And me personally, I think J. Cole killed him on that. I heard the mixtape. I mean, that mixtape wasn't really good. And people hate to admit that Wayne does any wrong. I understand being a blind fan, but at the same time, if you're a fan, you gotta be truthful. Listen, that wasn't his best mixtape. You're absolutely right. He's starting to fall off just a little bit. I say that from time to time, but people who just are stuck. Motherfuckers. That's the only reason. I don't hate Wayne. I hate the fans. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's one of those things where they embellish something only because they're right now they're living in the moment, and so it's one of those things where as they're living in the moment, they're trying to get you to live in the moment. You're like, no, I live in reality, and this is pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad. And listen, I'm gonna be honest. boy has bars, but it's just not everything he says is gold. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, and when you write anything, the same way if you're a producer, not every beat you make will be hot. I mean, it's hard to constantly, especially when you constantly create, you come up with stuff. It's one of those things where you think of stuff, you're like, man, that might be hot, and then you actually lay everything out and you hear everything when you're done. You're like, that ain't too good. But obviously you're not gonna tell it to the fans. But I mean, you put it out there and you show confidence in it that it will do something that somebody will like it. But yeah, I mean, I think I stopped liking Lil Wayne after his first album, because his first album he didn't curse. And a lot of people think like the Carter One is his first album. Like that lets me know, one, how old you are, and two, how much of a fan of Lil Wayne you are. His first album was not the Carter One. It was The Block Is Hot, and dude didn't even curse.
He was 16 at the time, right?
16 or 17. Probably was 16. You're probably right. But like, he could go. He always had flow. He could always rap. It's just when he got onto the Carter One and started doing a mixtape scene, what he did was he took his Southern style. Then he studied the New York rappers, the Jay-Z's, the Juelz Santana, and he just studied them hard, and he mixed everything together and has the flow that he has now.
Yeah, and it comes out fucking wonderful, because you put Wayne on a song and it will sell.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Lil Wayne came to us today and said, "Hey, I like the song. I'm gonna give you $20 million for it." Okay. Make sure you sign a check over to me first, and I cash it. Then we're good.
Yeah, absolutely. So my shit, 20 million shit. We could take that, and I don't know. If somebody did that, would you continue doing music, or would you? I mean, I know me personally, I would, because I do fucking like doing like I told John Esther this. I don't know if I told you this. Like I said, you realize now that you've seen it. That the passion for music is definitely there nowadays. And I told John Esther, I'm like, man, I think the best feeling in the world as a musician, me personally, is to have anything. It would be 2, 3, but really like a big crowd of fans singing back the lyrics that you wrote. Like they really took the time out their day to learn the lyrics that you wrote, and they're singing it back to you. I think it has to be one of the best feelings ever, to me personally. I get goosebumps with that.
It's hard for me to say I would continue to do music. I do know I would definitely put there's so many other things I have my hands in, and I would definitely want to get that stuff off the ground. But obviously, I would at least test the waters, because if someone like Lil Wayne, whoever, say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you for this track," that means the right people are hearing it.
Right.
So it's one of those things where it would be hard to say I'm just gonna give this up. But I would definitely test the waters. But I would definitely take that money and reinvest it in the other things that I'm doing as well.
Fair enough. Only makes sense. I think we've been going for like what, an hour 09.
I don't think it's been an hour yet.
I think we started like at 1:30. No, not 1:30. 1:15 around that time.
You mean 4:15?
Yeah, my bad. For some reason, my goddamn computer keeps going. This computer's a piece of shit. You know that? It's goddamn laptop. It's a piece of shit.
I thought it was new.
It is. It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit laptop.
Okay.
For one, I can't get on any fucking websites for some reason. The only thing I get on right now is Google and YouTube. So I don't use the motherfucker unless I'm on this show. Then I keep changing the goddamn time to fucking Baltimore time, and it changes it back to fucking Pacific time. Motherfucker. This thing is nothing but just a fucking electronic Bugatti. Is what this shit is right now. It's a piece of shit. Oh, it is. I had the whole Bugatti thing in my head. I'm like, maybe one day I like Bugatti. Fuck that. For what? A $250,000 car. My bad. Not $250,000. $1 million car for nothing. I'll be fucking damn. You can't drive it no goddamn way. Fuck that.
It's for show.
Yeah, it's for sure. That's all it is. That's for sure. Give me a nice, you know, a Mercedes. Give me a Camry. That'll be okay. But you know, if I got money, obviously I'll buy something a little more, you know, better than a Mercedes. I mean, than a Camry, but you know, give a hand on there.
I will say this before we go. I want to give my thoughts on last weekend's Royal Rumble and how they did my man Roman Reigns. I don't know. You probably didn't watch SmackDown. I watched like the highlights of it or whatever. Now apparently they're doing some type of storyline where Triple H is gonna make an announcement on Monday night that's gonna shake to the core of WWE about the Royal Rumble. Now they're trying to do damage control. First of all, let me say this. After last year's Royal Rumble, where Pittsburgh is nowhere near a rowdy crowd. When you think of rowdy crowds that can take over a show, you have Philadelphia, you have New York, and you have Chicago. Those are the three rowdiest crowds that you can see will take over a show. So, if Pittsburgh went against you last year and just completely revolted your Royal Rumble and just took the show over, why would you bring Daniel Bryan back to lose? Why don't you just book him the night after the Royal Rumble? That way you can get ratings off it. Instead, you have him come in like number 10. He gets eliminated by number 15. So next thing you know, he gets eliminated, and it's not even one of those type of eliminations where they have like set up his WrestleMania opponent, so like he gets screwed over or something like that. It was just a regular elimination. Yeah, they made him look normal. So then next thing you know, they're booing. So now Roman Reigns comes out. Everybody now knows it's official now. He's going to win. All of a sudden, he just gets booed. So you have the guy that you want to replace your face, John Cena, getting booed out the building.
Yeah.
And then the worst part about it was, and no offense to The Rock, but then you have The Rock come out, and they were still booing The Rock too, because they knew it was crap.
Yeah. I've never seen The Rock get booed. But Rock is really one of the people who can command the audience. Like The Rock and Stone Cold, you always know no matter how bad a show is going, that they probably won't get booed. Maybe The Rock a little more now than usual, but still, it's still a pop. Stone Cold's one of the people that no matter where he goes, because you know he's always gonna get cheered no matter. He could have probably. If he would have came down and say, I mean, even him coming out and saying Roman Reigns would not have probably changed it, you know.
No, it would have. And the thing is, they put it no fault of Roman Reigns' own, no fault of his own. He didn't do anything wrong. They're putting him in a position. You think people can understand? People say, well, they're pushing him in that position. Well, that's what they do, dummies. They put people in those positions. What else do you mean? If they don't put people in those positions, you don't have your Brock Lesnar's winning the world title. You don't have Kurt Angle. No one's gonna be champion. You know why? It's all fake. They have to put somebody there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, for the last 10 years, people have been saying, "I'm tired of John Cena." All right, let's put him here. Let's put him here. Let's put CM Punk here. But while we put CM Punk here, we're not gonna really put him here because we're gonna keep John Cena in the main event with a non-wrestler while CM Punk's at the top. Look here. It's all fake. But at the end of the day, you can't keep complaining, though. They said you're going to cancel the network. Okay, you're going to cancel it, right? What? WrestleMania is 2 months away. You're going to get ready for WrestleMania, right? Yeah, but they need to learn a lesson. What lesson is that? They're still going to get your money.
Yeah, because who would be dumb enough to not get the WWE Network to watch WrestleMania for only $9.99.
$10, or you can pay $65. Heck, even UFC. I read some online. UFC just went up like $10 on their pay-per-view. So now their pay-per-views went from like your soul to like your ultimate determining factor where you go with your soul at the end of your life.
Would not pay for UFC. I just go see it.
How much is it?
UFC. I think probably. I don't know, bro. Last UFC event I brought was fucking Anderson Silva. That's the only first and only UFC event I brought was Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. Only reason I didn't go out because we supposed to go out with Jonathan Esther. He bullshitted me off or something. No, he had to work. It wasn't his fault. He had to work. That's the only reason I didn't go. So I was like, I do want to see this fight because Chael Sonnen did and Silver run for his money. And it lasted goddamn 2 rounds off of a spinning back fist that he missed horribly and proceeded to get fucked at the corner. So that was the last. I don't know. Probably maybe like $65, $75 now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was like $60. Now it's $70 for like HD or something like that. But either way, it's one of those things where I'm not gonna rant about it because I don't have a problem with who won the Royal Rumble. It's one of those things is at the end of the day, you have to give somebody a chance. I understand that everybody wants Daniel Bryan to win. Here's the thing. Daniel Bryan, I text this to you. Daniel Bryan is already in rare air. He is one of the few people. There's been 30 WrestleManias. He is one of the few that has had a WrestleMania about him. He drew that WrestleMania. They can never take that from him. No matter how much Vince McMahon, big steroid up wrestler, he can't take away the fact that he had to put a smaller person that was not Shawn Michaels, that was not Bret Hart, in the main event WrestleMania, and that's what drew him. No one knew the Undertaker was going to lose. No one knew. And when people did find out, they hated it. I was in the stadium. They were booing.
Yeah. Top five, probably top five definitely moments for me because it's one of the things like where were you at the time? I'll never forget that. I'm like, man, that was great. That makes me live. That's why I love the WWE because I mean sometimes they fuck up, but shit like that, people was booing. But one thing was like, you asked for something different. You asked for something shocking from WrestleMania. What's more shocking than something that you believe is going to keep going?
Yeah.
You have to understand, and fucking, it's Brock Lesnar. It's believable. You know what I'm saying? But did you hear the story about Titus O'Neil though?
Nuh-uh.
He's in a doghouse now. Reasons? Reasons in being in a doghouse? Okay. So at the Royal Rumble, he got eliminated, right? In 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 second. I know that.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he's been in the doghouse because it's supposed to be 1 second. But apparently, he couldn't go to the ropes in bad timing, and they're blaming him, which is very unfortunate because Tyson at one point was getting a push. They gave him the microphone. There was like maybe a week after WrestleMania or so, and they gave him the mic and let him talk. And he did a pretty decent promo, and ever since then, we never heard anything from him since.
Vince McMahon really doesn't know what to do with black people.
That's how you fucking train them and shit. You got that, but I didn't know. I know you was gonna say something about that, but I didn't know that's the way you was gonna say it. Motherfucker sound like an Asian prostitute. She doesn't know what to do with black people, so let's give her a chance. Okay, continue.
Well, that's all I had to say. He doesn't. Like, if you look at all the black people he's ever pushed to any type of success, it's been because of something. Like, prime example, the first black tag team champions was Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. Well, Tony Atlas was a huge draw in the South. And so anytime he would go to the South, he would just get these pops beyond belief. And Rocky Johnson is obviously, The Rock's father, but he has that connection with the Samoan family because he was married to The Rock's mother, who's obviously Samoan. That's why they got to push. If you look at the the mid-'90s, he had a guy named Ahmed Johnson who got the first black Intercontinental champion. If it wasn't for him getting hurt, he would have been pushed to, main event levels. But unfortunately, he couldn't stay healthy. So, but it's one of those things where, like, if you look at the black athlete in WWE now, the Kofi Kingstons, the Titus O'Neils, Darren Young is only around because he's gay. It's one of those things where, and I'm not trying to say this to be funny, I'm being serious, because you look at it, they have so much potential, but Kofi now is only used for flash and dash spots. R-Truth is only used to rap, and then get thrown out of the. There's no black. He's never known what to do with a black person. He really hasn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a crazy thing when they had. I'm still so pissed, man, because they could have had basically a new Nation of Domination with what's the dude the Afro name? Fucking Bushido
Xavier Woods.
Brown. I don't know. Okay. Well.
Xavier Woods.
Oh, okay, I got you. I called him Bushido. Fucking black. You got fucking Black Dynamite, Black Hercules, and goddamn SOS, and you got those motherfuckers debuting on fucking Black Friday. Black Friday as the Blue Day. Is that what they call
The New Day.
it? The New Day. Oh, they call it the Blue Day because they all wear blue. Okay, it's a myth. I don't know. I don't watch SmackDown. So, but you have those motherfuckers for fucking debuting on Black Friday. I can see somewhere now business like between that and when they had. Here's why I knew that fucking Vince McMahon knew black people. When they had R-Truth come out that day, the Little Jimmy song, which by far had to be the funniest thing I've ever seen in wrestling in my goddamn life. When he came up with that, that was a Confederate Civil War uniform he had on. They couldn't even give him like a North uniform. It was a Confederate uniform. I'm like, I know somebody's back there just dying they're laughing their asses off. Like everybody's, laughing at the joke. Me and Dave were like, I wonder how much the Rights were laughing knowing that he's wearing a fucking Confederate Army uniform right now. And he's fucking black? I'm like, this is hilarious. This is gold. This is fucking gold. This man don't know what to do with black people, but goddamn it, that had to be one of the funniest things I ever seen in my life. I don't know what they paid him to do that, but it was hilarious, whatever they did.
I mean, I think he just thought, hey, they're paying me, so I better do it. I mean, the funny thing is, they don't know what to do with the New Day or the Blue Day, whatever you want to call them, and they were heel at first. And here's the sad thing about it: when Xavier Woods was in TNA, which I don't really watch, but I did watch him because I've seen him on the underground scene before, the indie scene, excuse me. And Xavier Woods can talk. Xavier Woods, you don't need him to wrestle. I mean, he's a good wrestler too. But what they can do with Xavier Woods actually is make him like the manager and only wrestle when they need him to. He can talk, man. He can talk for him, and then they could just wrestle. But Kofi would need to change his style from high flyer to like something else, which is I'm sure hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got Bruce strength, he's got talking, and yeah, and it's very unfortunate because they had something going, and everybody's I'm not saying everybody was just very excited, but it's just one of them things, man. It's like you got the few black people, and they just got them looking like fucking. People gonna be like, well, Roman Reigns is black. Well, Roman Reigns is Samoan. He comes from a very Samoan family who was up there with the fucking heart as far as WWE and wrestling. So he comes from that family. So that's why he's getting pushed. Everyone's like, well, The Rock is also Samoan. I'm talking about full black, full on Mark Henry, world champion black. Come on, I mean, heavyweight champion, and Mark Henry was fucking gold on the mic. That motherfucker, he could play the shit out of it. He's one of the dudes, he plays shit out of a hill. And he plays it well, and he could go in the ring. I mean, you ain't gonna have the best match. I won't put him as the main event in WrestleMania, but dude's pretty good. And the fact that he hasn't been world champion yet is, I don't know. The fact that nobody has really been world champion, no black person been world champion is very staggering. It's staggering to me.
No, that's it. I mean, and the thing is, even though Rock is half black, they never promote him as black. They promote him as Samoan. That's what's going to sell. And Roman Reigns is not black at all. Roman Reigns is all Samoan. Exactly. So it's one of those things where I don't think they're ever going to have a black champion. But I mean, and that's their loss because they've had plenty of talented people that can do it. They just don't know how to utilize them right.
Yeah, yeah, man. I've been waiting, and like I said, the only thing I can think of is maybe when Triple H becomes, runner of the WWE, because he's doing a fabulous job down at NXT. Absolutely wonderful job. And that's when I think maybe there'll finally be a black champion. Maybe,
Maybe. I mean, you never know, but I'm hoping for that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, it gives me hope with the WWE since it's fucking racist everywhere else. But, Anyway, I think we used up all our time. We unfortunately didn't have Alone in the Dark on the show. He said he's probably going to be on the show. I think we'll probably have one. We'll try to have one like next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to have more next week. That we have a third person on the show. And we'll see you guys later. I'm your host, Cold Conscience.
All right, man. I'm So Chemical.
All right, we'll see you guys later.